I just finally hit 11 months sober. Only from alcohol. Now, I had to get sober. I was a really bad alcoholic for a while. I wasn't getting DUIs or causing car crashes. I'm a much better drunk driver than that. But I did really have a bad problem. And the thing is, I like bragging about it on stage because I can't really brag about it to my family. Because when you brag about being sober to a family full of coke and meth heads, they kind of make you feel like a bitch. I remember one time I was talking to my brother a few months back, and I told him that I was 7 months sober at the time. To which he responded back, drinking's not that bad. I was like, you're right. Drinking itself's not that bad. But when you're spending $250 a night on bar tabs, that's a problem. Yes, I'm a great person to party with, by the way. But I was telling him about that, and he told me, he's like, look, man, until you've been kidnapped and burned because you owe a bar money, don't call yourself an addict. And that made me realize in that moment that next to a meth head, nobody's a fucking addict. Dude, just attend one AA meeting if you feel like you have a problem. If you vibe with those people, you should be there. If you don't, you'll find out quick that you're nowhere near as bad as you could be. Because I was blowing tons of money at bars, but I was never blowing a dude for a whiskey sour, you know? Basically, this is a long roundabout way of saying, no matter how bad this area gets, it'll never be as bad as Saussure. If you've never traveled up north, that's where the meth heads are. But I will say, I miss living down here. But when I got into therapy for being an alcoholic, we had to go through this process of getting me sober. And what we realized was, I'm a very soft person at heart. I don't have it in me to be mean to anybody. You could cut me off in traffic, and I would be like, I'm sorry for living, you know? Dude, I avoid confrontation like it's child support, you know? Some of you pay your bills, okay. But no, the main story that made me realize that I am a soft person was when we used to live down here. Me and my friends were breaking into Markham one night. And for those of you that don't know, mainly the people watching at home, the Markham is an abandoned hotel here, and it's very famous for having homeless people live in it. And so when we got there, I had elected myself to watch out for cops. Not because I wanted to help out, but just because if there were homeless people in there, I'm a dip, you know? I'm gonna leave. I'm a bitch. I ain't trying to get bit by a guy with one tooth, you know? Plus, I've seen the news, a lot of syphilis out here. But no, so they end up breaking in. I'm across the street. I'm leaning up against the car smoking a cigarette. And about 15 minutes pass by, and I start seeing this homeless man walk up the street. So first off, let me describe this man to you. First of all, rain boots. It ain't wet. And they're two different colors. They're green and black. Then red basketball shorts, a fisherman's vest, no shirt, and then to complete the ensemble, a bucket hat. This man looked like the NBA Lost at Sea, is what I'm saying. So I try to hop back in the car before I get noticed by Captain D over there. Unfortunately, it didn't work. This man makes a beeline straight for my car, and as soon as he gets over there, he starts just banging on the window. I start trying to scramble and find my phone and let my friends know that Long John Silver's trying to fuck me. And I couldn't find my phone. Now, here's the part that made me realize I'm a bitch. He didn't have a weapon, so I could have gotten out and fought him. The keys were in the ignition of the car, so I could have drove off. Instead, my primal instinct was just to look at this man and go, "Stop it! You're scaring me!"